welcome to our channel. We are the Wedding House Derby. My name is Jo and I'm one of the directors here, and this is the beautiful Lolly, one of our bridal consultants. So today we're going to talk to you about the very first stages of bridal gown shopping. So right from that moment of getting the ring on your finger up to making the first appointment, and all the kind of things you perhaps need to think about, consider and research before you book your appointment.
Firstly, congratulations. I think it's safe of us to assume that if you're watching this video, you've probably just got engaged. We tend to find that once people get engaged, they want to just go and book as many bridal appointments as they absolutely can. But here at the Wedding House, we actually have a few steps that we would advise to do prior to booking your first appointment to really get the most out of your bridal shopping experience. So the very first thing before even looking at dresses, and it is the elephant in the room, but it does need to be discussed, is budget. It's really important that you set your budget prior to even looking at dresses for various reasons.
So the first thing is you're going to go into bridal shops, you're going to see gowns at different price points, you're going to fall in love with gowns at different price points, and we always say it's really difficult if you're falling in love with dresses that are going to push you above where you feel comfortable financially. Different bridal shops will carry dresses at different price points, so just have a think about what you're comfortable with. Also think about as well if you've got any family members or friends who've said they would like to buy your dress or contribute to your dress, have that discussion with them as well about where they feel comfortable financially, so there isn't any awkwardness when you're in your appointments and you've fallen in love with a dress and then you're trying to guess whether everybody else is comfortable with it as well.
So now that that part is out of the way, the next and first thing you should be doing is signing up to Pinterest. Pinterest is a bride's best friend, not just for dress shopping, literally for everything. And if you're feeling really creative, you could probably look at cake ideas if you want to do a few cake fails. I've done it a few times.
You could lose hours of your life just on Pinterest, just making your little boards with all your wedding ideas on there. Absolutely. But particularly for your bridal gown, it's really helpful.
The good thing with Pinterest is it shows you a lot of images very quickly. So what we would recommend doing, download Pinterest on your phone or just sign up to the website, and then just bulk save every single wedding dress that catches your eye. Don't put too much thought into it. We're going to analyze them later, but if you like it, save, save. Once you have done your bit of your bulk saving frenzy, as we like to call it, you would then go back and just sort of see if there's any recurring patterns. It might be that there's different silhouettes, which suggests you haven't quite figured out which silhouette you're leaning towards. But every single dress maybe has sleeves, or they're all pearly based. This is your first steps to really figuring out what style of dress you might be interested in. You can also use Instagram, which is a fantastic platform because it is constantly being updated, where sometimes Pinterest, the images are quite old, but the problem with Instagram, it's not quite as ergonomic and you can't save it to boards in the same way, but it's still a really great platform to try and utilize.
Also, as well, when you're doing your research, note down any designers that keep popping up, because you might find that you are drawn to particular designers, and then you can start to do your research about which bridal boutiques stock those designers. It's quite easy if you go on the website, if there's a particular designer, it will usually tell you the stockists around the country and which ones are the closest. You might find that you need to travel a little bit to find the designer you like. You might find they're completely on your doorstep. You can also have a look at different boutiques in the area, see which designers they stock as well, and see if any of those take your interest.
Every bridal shop caters to different types of bride. Some will go the very much more traditional route, and others will go for the more haute couture, hyper modern. And then some boutiques, having an extensive range of dresses like ourselves, will have a little bit of everything. So look on their social media, look on their website, and just get a bit of a gauge on whether they're aligning with your vision and your taste and your style as well.
So once you've found a bridal boutique that you'd like to visit, that you'd like to make an appointment with, don't be afraid to get in touch with them. Message them, call them, email them. There's lots of different ways. Start that conversation with them. Start sending over some of the images that you've saved as well, asking the questions, do you stock this dress? Do you have any that are similar? And hopefully you should get a response back from that boutique, from the consultants there. They should start sending you pictures and ideas and entering into that dialogue with you, because buying your bridal gown really is a two-way process, and you need to have a feel for whether the consultant in that bridal shop is going to be responsive to your needs.
Absolutely. You've got to think the difference between buying a bridal dress and any other kind of dress is it's a very emotive purchase. It's a rite of passage. So it's important, I would say important for any bride, that every single person involved in the process needs to be responsive to them, needs to gel with them, because we're not just, your consultant that helps you pick a dress. We end up becoming therapists and confidants and all of this, because we are here for you for the entire process of your wedding. We will be that person where if you aren't feeling quite so comfortable in a dress, you can be honest with us, tell us what you're not feeling happy about. If you're absolutely elated, we will be your hype girl, we will be your best friend with you. And so it's really important that you get along with your consultant. So if your first initial messages are feeling cold, then you're not feeling like the vibe ain't there, don't go with them, because it's really, really important that relationship is built from the very first message.
Absolutely. So that's all for today's video. In our next video, what we would like to do is talk to you about preparing for your first appointment. So once you've booked it, what you can do to get yourself ready for actually going into the boutique.
Thank you so much for watching. If you do have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can either leave a comment down below here on YouTube, or if you want to reach us on Instagram, here is our Instagram handle, just here. But if you are more of an email kind of gal, then absolutely just drop us an email through our website as well. It is literally our job to answer questions from brides, so please don't feel like you can't answer anything. There is no such thing as a stupid question. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.
Bye.